Hi, I'm Dennis Metzler, and welcome to The Charge. Alston Community Pool in Wilmington, North Carolina was closed on a Sunday in mid-June last year to allow for the installation of some new equipment. Kids were disappointed since it was quite hot already, so they were quite eager to come back to swim on Monday. However, when staff came in Monday morning, they were shocked to find a large shark in the deep end of the pool. The pool, of course, was kept closed while the appropriate authorities were contacted. Thomas Clark, a shark expert from the Watson State Aquarium, was brought in and determined that it was a 15-foot great white shark. It was all anybody was talking about all over North Carolina. The shark was soon named after Thomas Clark, so they called it Clark Shark or Sharky Clarky or Clark the Shark. The pool manager, Tina Gonzalez, told the public she had no idea how the shark got in the pool, but suspected that a disgruntled ex-employee was somehow responsible. Lifeguard Chase Kergley had been fired the week before for drinking a six-pack of beer while in the lifeguard's chair, while on duty. Gonzalez quoted Kergley as shouting after he was asked to leave, "You don't respect my rights. You never let me do anything I want." City and state authorities moved towards having the shark removed and safely returned to the ocean. However, various animal rights groups voiced their complaints and formed a coalition to keep Shark Clark in the pool, claiming that moving him would cause significant physical and emotional trauma to Clarky. The case quickly went to court, and the judge sided with the animal rights coalition, keeping said shark in the pool. At the same time, the weather was very hot and many people were eager to swim. Plus, many were eager to see Clark Sharky. Letitia Williams, the head of Parks and Recreation for the whole city, didn't think it wise to reopen the pool with a great white shark still in the pool. At the same time, the animal rights group insisted that Clarky couldn't survive in fresh, highly chlorinated water. They sued the city of Wilmington to pump in salt water instead. Sharky's health had been going downhill, but noticeably improved after the pool was full of salt water. The people in the neighborhood were getting frustrated, not able to use their community pool, so they sought legal help. Lawyers represented Muslims in the neighborhood, suing on the basis of infringement of their freedom of religion. People of color were represented by lawyers claiming that the closure of the pool was an act of racism. Poor people sued through their lawyers, claiming discrimination based on their economic class. Eventually, the case was ruled on by a judge and the pool was ordered to reopen, but on one condition. 4 large signs were posted around the pool instructing swimmers on how to relate to the shark, particularly on how to recognize when it was angry or hungry. So, people of every race, ethnicity, and religion poured into the pool, loving the salt water, saying it was just like swimming in the ocean. They were told that Shark Clark would probably only have 2 meals a week, so people felt safe. It was so hot outside and they loved to swim so much that the possibility of danger was not a priority for them. People started getting closer to Shark, and Shark got closer to them, especially the kids, who would love to play with Shark the Clark, grabbing his fin and holding on as he scooted them around the pool. One day, Clark Sharky did get hungry and attacked one person, eating most of their body. Some people were upset, but most of them were just glad to be able to swim in the pool. Every 3 days or so, Clark Sharky would kill and eat another person. After a while, it was obvious that Clark was overwhelmingly, though not exclusively, killing and eating white people. Eventually, some white families got together and formed a coalition. They hired some lawyers and sued the city of Wilmington, insisting that a cage be built around Shark Clark. The city, however, argued that costs of building the cage and maintaining the pool would go up because it would be expensive to feed Clarky Sharky. They would have to raise entrance fees for the pool, which would hurt low-income families, and the lawyers of the poor families strongly condemned this proposal. Many people asked the coalition of white families that if they were so concerned about the shark attacks, why didn't they stay out of the pool altogether? Others protested against the white coalition, holding up signs saying, "Great white people for a great white shark." The white coalition insisted that as Americans, they had constitutional rights, especially that they should have the right to swim freely in a swimming pool that was safe. The judge ultimately ruled against the cage being built around said shark, citing the health concerns of Clarky the Sharky, the needs of low-income people, and the already significant privilege of the white families. The white families were very frustrated, but continued to swim in the pool anyway, maintaining that they were at least going to exercise the rights they still had. Shark Clark continued to kill and eat a few white people every week, and rarely people of color, but everyone of every race, every religion, and every social economic class in that community loved swimming in the pool so much, and they weren't going to let anyone stop them. After all, it was so hot outside. I'm Dennis Metzler, and you've been listening to The Charge.